What's up, guys? IwB presenting another OU battle for you guys. So let's get straight into it. Actually, before we get straight into it, I've decided to change things up a little. So I noticed that in the introduction, I talk too long, and so instead of focusing on each individual Pokemon, I'm gonna focus on the tactics and strategies that I'll use to kind of defeat the opposing team. So looking at both our teams, we pack a hell lot of bulk. I have 6 tanks, he's got 4, and I did notice he had an Infernape and Electivire, which kinda is good for me. So because of those 2 Pokemon, I kinda wanna get Toxic Spikes, Stealth Rock, and Sandstorm, just the general shit down the field, then making it his life really hard and quickly killing off the Ape and Electivire, and that will lose him a lot of firepower. Then basically all I want to do is just zoom in on the remaining 4 guys and just kind of play resistances and weaknesses from them. So kind of get rid of the 2 fragile Pokemon and just play from there. Go from there, you could say. So against Jordan, let the battle begin. Ape versus Gliscor. Usually a lot of people just use Stealth Rock with Ape first turn or Fake Out, which means I usually am able to to hit them with an Earthquake. However, Jordan does go for the better move, which kind of makes me sad face, as that could have been a Stealth Rock. I switch into T-Tar now to kind of set up Sandstorm and just to really tank anything this Latios can throw at me. So now I got 2 choices really. I have Earthquake or Crunch. The Crunch is obvious, and so obvious I really wanted to use Earthquake. I was an inch from pressing Earthquake, but then I realized I do have stab on it, and if he does stay in predicting pursuit, then I'll be able to get rid of the Latios really quick. So in the end, I didn't know enough of his team to really start predicting this early. So whatever. Crit, nah, kinda gay. I switch back into Gliscor, and what I'm gonna do kinda depends how much this Meteor Mash does. And I notice it does the alright with Sandstorm. No Sandstorm, with Leftovers. I will be able to take another one, meaning I can set up my first layer of entry hazard, Stealth Rock. So I got Sandstorm and Rocks up, and things are looking okay. Finally, he mashes again, and I'm highly surprised he's just letting his Metagross sit there. I roost now, expecting the switch, as Earthquake is so bloody obvious, and apparently not. So either he's retarded and reckless, or he's just predicting me not to attack him. And so right now I'm thinking, okay, my Gliscor will be easily able to finish his Metagross out. He's gonna switch. However, he doesn't, and somewhere in my gut I kind of expect him not to. So and since U-turn hit before, it kind of guaranteed, proved me right. So I switch into Fortress to get my first layer of Toxic Spikes up, and so I just need one more layer of Toxic Spikes to really complete my entry hazards. I switch out into Suicune. Even though the switch is obvious, I can't let Fortress die. It's only set up 1 layer of Toxic Spikes, and I want 2. I need 2. And so I gotta switch out. And that close combat absolutely wrecked. So I'm switching into Xerxes Dusknoir, as that has to be banded. There is no way Infernape does that much to a 252 Suicune. So I got 2 moves. I could either Thunder Punch or I could Will-O-Wisp. I eventually went for Will-O-Wisp. I did want to go with Thunder Punch for a bit, because I expected him to bring in a war into Dusknoir, and I'd rather have the war toxic than burn. However, I was looking at the team, and I did see Latios and Metagross, which aren't affected by toxic, so I just went for WoW Will-O-Wisp, and it turned out a good move. So yeah, things are looking up. his Latios is burned with Sandstorm up, and I got my T-Tar up. He calm minds, which is very surprising, and I'm very surprised once again he leaves his Latias in. I go for Earthquake as well. Leaving your Latias in is just kinda against a Tyranitar with only one calm mind, especially bulky Tyranitar. I expect him to switch out, and I wanted to go for Earthquake, but I couldn't. I couldn't let my Tyranitar take that much damage. Take that much damage without really accomplishing anything. So I had to go for Crunch, which actually was a better move. So just judging from his playstyle, he's really direct. This guy doesn't like switching much, and he just likes sacrificing Pokemon. So I take that in mind, and I kinda had to let Tyranitar die. If I switched out, he'd get in a Rock Polish up, and things definitely won't be looking good. And if he did Rock Polish, then Tyranitar would be able to take him out with a Earthquake. So now, since he does play so reckless and just doesn't like switching, I decided to just send in Gliscor and EQ its ass off. He sends in Infernape, and things are bad. I don't want to switch out, but at the same time, I don't want to let Gliscor take anything. However, I kind of just let it die, because looking at my team, I have Suicune, which is supposed to be late game, so I want to keep it late. I have Fortress and Scizor, so I don't want to bring it in on fire move. And kind of sacrificing Gliscor kind of means that I know what the ape will lock itself into. So I set up my second layer Toxic Spikes with Metal, and looking at how much Sandstorm Toxic does, I want to get one payback in there, so I'll be able to take out the ape with the help of support. Just a little hint, spoiler / whatever. Toxic Spikes did not do shit all during this battle. So in comes Vi, and he gets Toxic. He Thunder Punches, and looking at my guys, I could switch into Dusknoir, or I could have just Explode, but my Dusknoir doesn't have Earthquake, and it's only got Thunder Punch and Sneak. So I decided to Explode, as I really want that Vi out, as this is a Suicune based team, so I want that down ASAP. And Fortress does what Fortress does and just explodes. I switch into Scizor just to really go sturdy. I didn't want to switch in Coon because it's late game, and I want it to be late, really late game. And Dusknoir just didn't have enough power physically. So I switched into Crimson, as I said, to go sturdy and just proceed from there. I get lucky, and he switches in Mamo, and I Bullet Punch it, and does a hell lot of damage. But then his Earthquake did like the same amount without super effective, and that was ridiculous. That hit like a truck. Crimson, as it doesn't have much left in him, I just decided to air slash it out. And I've got two guys. I wanted to switch into Dusknoir and sneak it, but then I realized it was a normal type, so that wasn't gonna happen. I switched into Suicune, predicting to be slower, which was probably the stupidest thing ever. I get one Calm Mind up, and that just drags on the battle, so massive facepalm. So we're just going to take this time, because there's not much prediction going on, to say Tyranitar giveaway is still up. This might be one of the last, if not second last, videos that I'll be posting with the giveaway up. I got a few entries, so if you guys want to win the Tyranitar, just post a few entries up, post like a paragraph or something. Rules will be in the description bar in YouTube's new absolutely awesome and fantastic brilliant layout. And yes, that was sarcasm. So where are we? I don't know. Frost has just got like 2 Calm Minds or something. And I'm asleep apparently, and I just sleep talk, and I choose the wrong option. So once again guys, thanks for watching my videos and Tyranitar giveaway. So guys, if you want a free Tyranitar, then just shout me.